Most dangerous Hells Angels in history. The Hells Angels, with their distinctive red and white insignia, have become synonymous with rebellion, brotherhood, and certain notoriety. Over the years, this legendary motorcycle club has gained a fearsome reputation for its involvement in criminal activities, territorial disputes, and violent clashes. Today, we'll delve into the stories of 5 of the most notorious members, whose names have been etched into the annals of motorcycle club history. But before we proceed, it's crucial to acknowledge that not all motorcycle clubs engage in criminal activities. Many riders embrace the freedom of the open road lawfully and responsibly. With that in mind, let's dive deeper into the Hells Angels and their most dangerous figures. Number 5. George Weathern. George Weathern, a former member of the Hells Angels Oakland chapter, holds a unique place in the club's history. Weathern's rise to prominence came as a result of his close friendship with President Sonny Barger, which eventually led to him becoming the vice president of the chapter. However, his involvement with the club took a dark turn, and his life would never be the same again. In 1970, Weathern decided to leave the Hells Angels. Despite this, he maintained contact with many of its members, a testament to the strong bonds forged within the club. It was during this period that Weathern found himself entangled in a series of events that would forever be associated with his name. The disturbing chain of events began when 3 bodies were discovered on Weathern's property near Ukiah, California. The discovery of the bodies prompted a police raid on the ranch, revealing a cache of drugs and weapons. Weathern, along with his wife, was arrested, and a week-long search of the property ensued, as authorities suspected the presence of additional bodies buried there. Tragically, Weathern's life took a devastating turn while he was in jail. In 1972, while sharing a cell with his wife, he resorted to an extreme act of self-harm by stabbing pencils into his own eyes. The motivation behind this horrific act remains a subject of speculation, but it is clear that the weight of his past and the choices he made had taken a toll on him. Number 4. Alan Pissarro. Alan Pissarro was a member of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club and played a significant role in the tragic events that unfolded during the 1969 Altamont Free concert. The concert had hired the Hells Angels as security, but as the day progressed and the crowd became restless, chaos ensued. Intoxicated Angels engaged in fights with attendees, setting a tense atmosphere. Before the Rolling Stones took the stage that evening, a scuffle broke out between Hunter and 2 Hells Angels. One of the Angels punched Hunter, and as he fled into the crowd, 4 more Angels joined in the attack. Distressed by the encounter, Hunter returned to the front of the stage and drew a revolver from his jacket. It was at this moment that Pissarro, armed with a weapon, ran towards Hunter and fatally stabbed him 5 times. Tragically, Hunter's girlfriend witnessed the incident. Pissarro faced murder charges for Hunter's death but was acquitted based on a self-defense argument. The jury reviewed concert footage showing Hunter brandishing a revolver, either towards the stage or into the air. Despite Pissarro's acquittal, rumors persisted over the years suggesting the involvement of an unidentified second assailant. However, in 2005, the Alameda County Sheriff's Office officially closed the case, concluding a 2-year investigation and dismissing the theory of a second Hells Angel participating in the incident. Number 3. James Brandis. James Brandis was a notorious figure within the Oakland Hells Angels chapter, holding the position of vice president and earning a reputation as a feared enforcer. His involvement in a wide range of criminal activities, including drug trafficking and racketeering, solidified his notoriety. In November 1977, law enforcement apprehended Brandis in possession of a substantial quantity of narcotics and various contraband items, such as a police radio and a device designed to detect surveillance equipment. A significant incident that marked a dark turn in Brandis's criminal career was his alleged involvement in the attempted murder of San Jose Police Department Sergeant John Cracked in February 1977. Sergeant Cracked miraculously survived when a bomb detonated near his vehicle, thwarting the assassination attempt. Brandis faced charges of attempted murder against Cracked, as well as other crimes, as part of a larger racketeering case against the Hells Angels Club. However, the legal proceedings did not result in Brandis's conviction. Brandis also faced accusations related to the murder of fellow Hells Angel Ray Dale Storkey Father. Father had been slated to testify for the prosecution in a Redwood City murder trial, but was discovered dead in a ravine near Port Costa on June 16, 1974. Moreover, Brandis faced implications in the murders of Hells Angels associate Alvin Lloyd Prater and his wife, Mary Ellen. The couple was found fatally shot near Sunol on August 24, 1974. Astonishingly, despite being implicated in 4 serious crimes, Brandis managed to evade conviction. Notably, Brandis and Kenneth Owen, a member of the Vallejo Hells Angels chapter, were jointly charged with the attempted murder of Sheriff's Office narcotics detective William Bill Zerby. However, the legal outcomes of these charges remained undisclosed. Tragically, Brandis's story reached a grim conclusion when he took his own life while incarcerated in 1994. The circumstances surrounding his suicide remain undisclosed. Similarly, Kenneth Owen, his alleged accomplice in the attempted murder of Zerby, passed away on July 4, 2016, leaving behind a legacy of criminal involvement and unanswered questions. Number 2. Paul Eischeid. Paul Eischeid, a stockbroker by day and a member of the notorious Hells Angels motorcycle gang, occupies a dark place in the annals of criminal history. In October 2001, Eischeid, accompanied by fellow Hells Angels members Kevin J. Augustiniak and Michael Christopher Mesa, found themselves embroiled in a chilling incident that would forever stain their names. Yvonne Garcia, a 44-year-old mother of 6, became the target of their violence. The events leading to this tragic outcome unfolded at the Hells Angels clubhouse in Mesa, Arizona, during a party where Garcia, intoxicated, unleashed a verbal tirade against the club and its members. The judge presiding over Eischeid's case, taking into account his relatively minor prior criminal history and steady employment, allowed him to be placed on federal pretrial release with electronic monitoring. Unfortunately, Eischeid exploited this opportunity for escape. He brazenly removed his monitoring bracelet, effectively disappearing from the watchful eyes of law enforcement. Well, Eischeid's flight took him on a harrowing journey across international borders. Reports indicate that during his years on the run, he obtained a fake passport and assumed a new identity. To further complicate matters, he meticulously altered his appearance, gaining weight and shaving his head. For 15 years, Eischeid managed to evade capture, crisscrossing continents and leaving law enforcement agencies scrambling in his wake. However, in 2011, fate finally caught up with him. Argentinian authorities apprehended him in Buenos Aires, where he had been imprisoned. Number 1. Maurice Boucher. Maurice Boucher, a Canadian criminal and former leader of the Hells Angels motorcycle club in Quebec, is a figure whose name strikes fear into the hearts of many. Born on June 21, 1953, in Quebec, Boucher's life took a dark turn early on, marked by a troubled childhood that paved the way for his involvement in criminal activities. In 1978, Boucher and his brother were arrested for a series of home invasions, further solidifying his place within the criminal underworld. But it was in 1982 that Boucher took a fateful step by joining the white supremacist motorcycle gang, the SS, which eventually transformed into the Hells Angels. As a gang leader, Boucher's charisma and ruthlessness quickly garnered attention, propelling him into the ranks of the notorious Hells Angels Montreal chapter on May 1, 1987. Well, in 1995, Boucher made a bold move by forming the Nomads chapter of the Hells Angels, rumored to be an attempt to monopolize the drug market across Quebec. This aggressive expansion placed him in direct competition with rival biker gangs, sparking a bloody and protracted war that claimed over 162 lives and left hundreds injured. Tragically, in 2022, Boucher's life came to an end due to cancer while he was in the palliative care ward of the prison. Even in death, his legacy continues to cast a long shadow. Despite his conviction, Boucher remains a figurehead for the Hells Angels, with many still in awe of his power and influence. However, for the countless individuals who suffered at his hands, Maurice Boucher will forever be remembered as a ruthless and remorseless criminal, a man who terrorized the streets of Quebec. The Hells Angels, notorious for their involvement in criminal activities, continue to maintain a formidable reputation as one of the world's most infamous outlaw motorcycle clubs. The stories of individuals like Maurice Boucher serve as a chilling reminder of the dark side of the subculture, where loyalty, violence, and organized crime intertwine to create a web of fear and destruction. We appreciate your feedback on the video. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you found this video enjoyable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to the channel before you go. Thank you for watching.